name and what your job is?
Yeah, Staff Sergeant Phipps, 15 Tango.
Perfect. And what unit are you a part of?
180 Cab, more specifically 3rd Battalion, 501st.
And then, so what are you guys doing out here?
So out here, our task is mainly CASEVAC support for the ground force. The ground force being a multinational ground force out here at Saber Junction.
And what specifically is your task?
I'm a 15 Tango crew chief, standardization instructor. So my job is to ensure our crew chiefs flying around are doing things within a standard and safely. And then we sit in the back, we man 240s, and we supply close defense of the aircraft. So if an enemy was coming into us, we would be able to engage that enemy while we're loading patients in to go to the roll 1s, roll 2s, or the PHOS.
Would you say you're pretty experienced?
Yes, I'm experienced.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been in aviation for 4 years total. I was an 11 Bravo infantryman before that. Been doing this for a total of 9 years.
So coming here to Saber Junction, what do you feel like you bring to the table? What are your strengths and what are your struggles?
In an aviation unit, my strengths would be more towards the ground aspect of our base defense that we have here. On the aircraft wise, I've done a lot of different missions, so I've seen a lot of things, so I could bring those experiences into my newer crew chiefs that are here with us at Saber Junction. Weaknesses, this is my first field exercise in an aviation unit to this scale, so just learning how to work between our different task force that we have out here would probably be my biggest weakness.
So I know you just touched on it, but what do you think that Saber Junction is doing for you and for your team?
I believe Saber Junction is building experience for one. It's also building a rapport between the different multinational task force we have out here and building those relations so that when we have to do this in the event of a real world event, then we would be well trained and well fit to fight.
What is your first and your last name?
So my name is Noah Barnett.
Could you spell your last name for me?
B-A-R-N-E-T-T. It is right here.
It's right there.
Yeah.
CW1?
W01.
All right, and what's your job title?
So I'm an AH-64 Apache pilot. My job detail is flying the Apache, maintaining the Apache, doing everything I can to support the ground force.
Okay, and what's your unit?
I am Charlie 1501 from 180 Cab out of Fort Bliss, Texas.
So what you got going on today?
Today we're doing a comm exercise. So what we're doing is we're loading all the aircraft with communication so that we can talk to our senior force, we can talk to the brigade, we can talk down to the JTACs to the ground force, and we can help the enablers and we can provide them with positive communications. So we're making sure we have good two-way comms from us in the aircraft to our senior unit down to the subordinate units that we're supporting, so that way we can just defeat the enemy and prevent fratricide.
Why does that matter?
So it matters in this terrain. If you look out where we are now, we're flying low, we've got rolling terrain, we've got enemy presence, we've got friendly presence. We need the friendly guys to know where we are, where we're coming into, so that we can positively identify them on the battleground, and then we can make sure we can deflect. I've got friendlies in this location, enemies in this location, reduce that fratricide, and then also just have good communication for targeteering and weaponeering.
All right, so in the scope of this exercise,
Yep.
what's an Apache's role?
So an Apache's role is to support the ground force, enable their freedom of maneuver, and also defeat the enemy to allow that freedom of advance and freedom of maneuver for the ground force to seize the objective.
So in regards to, say, a real exercise, a real activation, a real threat, what's the difference, you think, between what we've got going on here, Saber Junction 25, and the real world?
I think the only real difference is going to be that loss of life. That's the only real difference. Here, it's a training exercise. It's a fail-safe mission. We're allowed to fail. We're allowed to see our failures and progress and get better as aviators. But here, I mean, there's no real difference. We're using real radios, real TTPs, real mission planning. Everything is real, just minus the weapons. We've got simulated munitions on the aircraft. We're not firing rockets, gun, and Hellfires. Everything is simulated outside of that, but what we do in the real world versus what we do here is the same, just with that safety aspect and no loss of life.
So what's the benefit of going out and failing?
The benefit of going out and failing is seeing your failures, seeing that I know this is a fail-safe mission. We can stop a mission when it gets too dangerous. We can stop a mission when we have an issue, a comms issue. We can talk to the ground force, say, hey, what can we do to get better? Because at the end of the day, what I care about as an Apache pilot is how does the ground force care about me and how can I provide safety for them? That's the whole reason I'm an Apache pilot. Dudes on the ground rely on me for their safety, so if we can do anything to get better through those AARs, I'm going to take it, we're going to compile it, build from it, and just get better.
Is there anything you want to add?
Being an Apache pilot's an awesome job. I love it. 60s are cool. That's my second choice, but Yeah, it's the coolest helicopter in the fleet, hands down.